The sea, the sky. Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, DACAT, DMC Shiro update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, especially that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. A little bit of a crazy hair day over there. Been taking cold showers because that is fun. What's up, Wonton saying good morning, good morning. How's it going, fam? How's it going? I've been obsessed with Taylor Swift's new album. And when I say obsessed with the album, I mean one particular song called The Fate of Ophelia. The one with Sabrina Carpenter was cool. And the song Wood is, well, listen to that song. Taylor Swift's new song, Wood. It is about wood. Maybe not the wood you're thinking of, but you'll think of it as, oh, that's what she means. And yeah, anyway, there is still no 1 hour version of Fate of Ophelia on YouTube. So if someone could upload that, that would be great. I would listen to it all the time, every day. We have a couple. Oh, is this a free Noggles? What the heck is this? Oh, where do we get this? Hold on. Free Noggles glasses. Hold on. To match your digital one. Okay. There is actually from Big Shot, free red Noggles, care of Flow, limit 1 per customer. Okay, how do I do this? All right, pay overtime for orders over $35 with shop. All right, free red Noggles. Okay, you click add to cart. Okay, add to cart. Click here to activate the Nouns Flow code to get free global shipping. Okay. And then click back into cart and checkout. Okay, so I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to click, I'm just going to scroll down. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to click back into cart. Okay. And then I'm going to check out. Hopefully I can do it with PayPal. PayPal. And then I will get a free Nownish glasses. That'd be dope. I pay 1 penny for it. And I'm going to have to ship it to my place in Ohio. Okay, this is very good. Review order. Randy Chavez, Ohio. You don't need to email me with any offers here. Hey, what? I was told, oh, I have to pay for shipping. Do I want to pay $14 for shipping? You know what? I could do it and then do it. I'll do it in a giveaway. I will do it in a giveaway. We will give away unless they're worth like $300, in which case I'll sell that and then I'll give something lesser away. Speaking of $300, I actually bet a little bit on tonight's fight. You have Josh M. So there's a couple of them. There's the Josh Emmett fight that's tonight. Obviously. So I'm gonna put that one. I think I bet like $200 because he's like an underdog, and I don't know if I would ever call Josh. He's just got insane knockout. He's fighting Yusuf Zalal. I have no idea who he is. But I know that like the last 2 people that Josh lost was like champion and then like runner up to be champion, and it's like he's like top tier, and he didn't lose like by like a lot, like their decision. Like he's just, and he looks great. Like the last fight to this fight, he changed camps, and he just looks absolutely fantastic. He is a gold and silver logo holder. So if anyone ever asks you, like, if there's any shit, let me go to his X page here. It says the hay is in the barn, and again, my man is looking ripped AF. There is like no fat on this man's body. 146 pounds of just pure muscle, and he's got those heavy hands. Like if he connects, oh my god. And so I put 200 on him, and then it was probably a stupid thing. It's a parlay bet versus Ankalaev and Pereira, and I put it on Josh winning and then Pereira winning. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I did that in not in jest. What's in well, I did it in a very, very rushed way. Give me one sec here. Impetuous. I did it in a very impetuous way where my friend like, hey, this, you know, if you put in $100, you win like 1,100. If he wins, like, okay, do it. So I did it, and then I watched some videos of Ankalaev, and he's just a beast. They fought literally in back in March, and Ankalaev won. Now, granted, Pereira said he was hurt, but they always say they're hurt. Like they're not going to admit like the other guys look better. He's like, no, I was hurt, and that's why. Like, and now maybe he could have been hurt. I don't know. Pereira is probably the most dangerous striker at 205. Like, it's what he's known for. But if this goes to the ground, and again, I've got caught before. Like sometimes you get caught and you get rocked. Pereira can hit, and Ankalaev can go. But it goes to the ground. I think that's all she wrote. So anyway, those are the bets for the night. Could we see 50 Cent in the club on? I mean, they have that sweet photo together, and maybe. I don't know what they were talking about, and it's a public airport too. I thought both of them flew private. You know, I thought both of them would be flying private, but they were at a public airport, so I don't know. I mean, first class, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a VeVe and 50 Cent partnership might look like. I also don't know who owns that song. I mean, like that was in what was that new Aftermath, right? I think that was Aftermath Records. Whatever one that Dre and Eminem set up, that 50 was like the first like guy they had brought in, and I think it was called Aftermath. It wasn't Shady Records, right? Shady Rec. Oh shit! Hang on one sec. I got a lady friend text. Order confirm. Oh, first off, Miss Gecko, thank you so much for. She's not the lady friend. Thank you very much for sharing my stuff. She always shares it. She's an awesome gal. There's certain ways. Okay, particular ways. Oh, okay. All right, hang on. First off, um, for you, meow meow meow. Love to you out again. Okay. Use it. Okay. I am fairly sorry. One second, guys. So see how many ways I can meow 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 meow. Okay, where were we? We got Echo 712 saying, "Yo, what up? What up?" Yeah. I don't know. We could Google it to see who owns that song. Who owns the rights to the song in the club? Universal Music? Really? Universal Music Corp, 50 Cent Music, music of Windswept, and WB Music Corp. 50 Cent, despite co-writing the song and performing it, does not personally own the copyright because he transferred those rights to his former record label. Okay, Shady/Aftermath Records. Okay. These are typically owned by music. Typically owned by music publishers, WB Corp, 50 Cent Music Inc., and would hold the rights to the composition. Generally held by the record label that produced the song. All right, recording rights. So you have Shady Aftermath Records, formerly owned by Eminem and Dr. Dre. They're formally owned, so he can't just call and be like, hey, can we do this? Would hold the copyright to the sound recording, so he sent transferred his rights to the label when he signed the record contract. Okay, who owns Shady Aftermath Records? All right, who owns Shady/Aftermath Records? It's founded by rapper Eminem and his manager Paul Rosenberg in '99. They both serve as the label's presidents and co-founded it. Oh, do they still? Who says Eminem's some shady LP? All right, hold on. We're just gonna go on Wikipedia here. Founded by rapper. Okay. Label's name comes from the last name of Eminem's alter ego, Slim Shady. I know. Who the fuck owns it? Well, the parent company is Universal Music Group. Okay, I guess it's Universal then. I don't know if they would need Universal's approval though. But yeah, I would love to see that. That would be great. Shady Records from 80 Seconds from the Towers. Those fuckers hit the wrong building. They meant to hit ours. Immortal Technique. Oh god, such a great artist. Echo 712 saying, yo, what up, fam? Surprise. People are still buying OMI. I abandoned the project in 21 at 001. I think you got out at a good time. Probably not a bad idea to buy some down here, but it was better to buy it like 2 months ago when it was at like 00017. I don't think you'll see those prices again, but even at 0003 where we are now, my opinion, still not a bad buy. Obviously anything can go to zero at any moment, but good exit, and probably see those numbers again next year in the when alt season happens. Speaking of which, you have Ash Crypto Real saying that is it 6, 7? He said that we're in phase 3 fully, and yeah, hang on one second. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay. Can't. Oh God, sorry. Give me 1 second. I had to tell my typing this as I stream to my audience. You know what I mean? Okay, where was I? Check it. RB, what's going on? Yeah, it was. Sonny Bean. Hello. That is a very interesting PFP you have there. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it looks like something that you see in like an acid trip. Anyway, we have some news to go over today. Let's go over the general market and see where it's at. Bitcoin is exactly flat on the day at $122,328. Ethereum down a little bit, down about 0.5% to 44.86. The rest of the market's actually down. XRP down 3%, BNB down 3%, Solana down 3%, Lato Stake down 0.5%, Dogecoin down 3.3%, Tron down 0.5%, Cardano down 3.5%, Avalanche down 4%, Stellar down 3.5%, HBAR down 4%. After you get past like the top 30, it's kind of a mixed bag. OKB up 9.5%. Pepe is at number 45, 3.9. Where's the Trump meme token? Is it in the top 100 anymore? I don't think it is. Oh, it's number 95. Official Trump token, number 95, $1.5 billion market cap. Wild. Oh, followed by Bonk. Very nice. What do we have? So we've had a pretty flat day on the market. We'll try DEVVE first, which is only down 3% to 49 cents. It was down to 48. It was down to 48 earlier today, but we are at 49 now. I got excited. I saw 48. I was like, come on, keep going lower. Because I don't know when the fuck I'm getting this money. I was supposed to have God, this is supposed to be like a week ago now. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I thought I was gonna get like another few million OMI. Thought I was gonna get a little more DEVVE, and I just these deals. Fuck. Okay, hang on. Let me get. My friend wants to join or all right. Let me see. I'll give her 2. Okay. So, share, copy. Here's the link to watch, and then I'll get her a link to join. Let's see if we can get a friend on here, shall we? Let's shall. Copy URL. Here's a link to join me. I hope she comes on and she talks. Oh, okay. She just wants to watch my face asking. Okay. Not the first person to ever not the first person to ever want to do that. But says it was Aftermath. Allegedly 50 Cent chased off Suge Knight in the studio who came to intimidate. Reportedly an Uzi was involved. Bro, that's insane. Reportedly an Uzi was involved. That is bananas. I mean, okay. Anyway, let's do. All right. So anyway, we're on DEVVE. I don't think there's anything to go over for it since yesterday. There might be. Hang on. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of these. Sorry, there's a lot of these Telegram messages that I have to get through. All right. Tom had said in this case, congrats are more appropriately aimed at Bill and Sean and their teams, talking about just the release of the public shard, which is amazing. Children, the official. This is from Definity, so I don't need to go over that just yet. I'll wait until that happens. CME group to offer around the clock trading. I can go over that later. SUI, Bitcoin. Yeah, there was nothing else for DEVVE. Oh no, we have something here. We have Bandlocker saying yes, but was he not also saying that there will be a transition from testnet to mainnet? In that same sentence, Solana reached a $74 billion market cap in 10 months of releasing their mainnet. Let's hope DEVVE beats them. And then you have somebody saying the reason is simple. There are big partners and institutions who in one capacity or another are either partnering with DEVVE or partnering with them. There are legal reasons why they can't mention the token name through official channels. What they can mention, though, is the name of the network. If the network name is the same as the coin, they're publicly saying the coin name. This is the exact reason behind CZ renaming the BSC chain to BNB chain. And there are more examples of this in the past. So let's say we have a KFC token and a cup chain. Well, you can't talk about the KFC token. You can only talk about the cup chain. But if the name of the chain is KFC, then you're essentially saying KFC, and people are thinking of the token, even when they're just talking about the chain. So that's a really good reason why it's DEVVE and DevX and the Dev Exchange and the Dev community and all that. You're just saying DEVVE just constantly. That is a brilliant. So that's like biology. All right, hold on. Let me go to Facebook did something weird where they had, sorry guys, give me 1 second. Okay, Facebook did something weird, and you used to be able to search a word and then search for, okay, here's my post by you. And I haven't, maybe I could do Alibaba, because I had written this is like 10 years ago, and I don't know why I remember this now. And of course I put in Alibaba, and it's not my, it's just everything. It's not my writing. Because it won't let me put in posts from me. Maybe if I went on the, long story short, this is biology. It's a hack. And what I mean a hack, like he's making it so that as we say, so he's making that as we say the chain, we say the name, and it just gets in our heads and we remember. I remember, oh, yep. Whilst you're, there's some things that I can't say on here, which I say a lot. These are not, it's like those Facebook statuses I keep telling you about. Some good stuff is on there, but the best stuff I just can't mention. So I should do voice to text, but then I'd have to mute myself. I don't want to do that. Gripping your, can't wait to, again, while, okay, we're gonna get some half-ass answers there from me. Sorry about that. And outside of that one, we have another thing from Tom saying, right now, private keys are managed with traditional security measures by DEVVE, developers using the API to not have control of the keys. We will create the ability for users to control their own key in the future and maintain it on a hardware wallet. Ray has a number of conversations with hardware wallet companies. All the API functions will have the ability to be implemented with an externally signed transaction. Also, many customers on the TradFi space, which is the point of what we're doing, do not want to control their own keys and can work with the system as it currently is. Everyone will be able to operate as they feel most comfortable. So whether you want to have your own keys, cool, or you don't want to have control of it, also cool. DEFFINITY does that now. They do a lot of custodying for their clients, and the client's like, fine, it's insured. Y'all take care of that for me. Could even, can I, on, yeah, I would love that. Fuck. Finally, with our approach, key management becomes less important in our system. This is one of our biggest strengths compared to everyone else out there. You can set up protections for theft, misuse of keys, and private key loss, all that do not require any trust of a third party. All right, so that's for DEVVE right now, and we don't have any, again, not a ton of movement here. We did just have a buy from DEFFINITY. We're still at 2.3 cents over there as this very small buy is $600. But let me see what I guarantee you, because it's a weekend for DEVVE, I'm going to say the volume was 178,000. All right, so we got. Wow, it is 101,000 in volume. That is very, very low, but still at $42 million market cap. I'll take that. I'll take that. Definitely gonna get a lot here. Hopefully in the next week. And where was I? You sold OMI at 001 and yes, 100%. All right, so you sold OMI at 00. How public can we be with this? Let's go. Okay. You sold at 001 and you still, like, when did you buy it? Was it like one? Oh, wait. I'm retarded here. I'm thinking that the 00. I'm thinking it was like 1 cent that you sold at. I was like, well, it's 1.3 cents was the max. I'm reading that wrong. For an hour or so, usually you can actually. All right, what we got here? Yeah, no, I was okay. Yeah, 001 is. Wait, how did you? There's no way we were 001 in 2021. Oh, I think we were in the middle of it. We had gone down to like 0014, and then they announced Marvel, and we like doubled in like 6 hours, and then we floating around whatever, and then Disney, and then after Disney, we went up to like 007, 008. I became a millionaire. That was a fantastic. That was a fantastic time. And then we kind of went down and back up again, up through like February, March. Actually, we did that up until Russia invaded Ukraine, and that kicked off the bear market, and that was insane. But yeah, I forgot we were. Next time, am I War Machine in Iron Man 1? Because next time, baby. No, not you're not. I know you get the reference, but you're not getting what I'm talking to because I'm messaging a person. Okay. Anyway, Shady. Yeah, it was Shady Records, right? Okay, Shady Records. Seconds from the towns. Fuckers hit the mall building when they meant to hit ours. All right. Anyway, that was DEVVE. Let's do DEFFINITY here. I don't think there's really much to go on for DEFFINITY. I think the volume's pretty low. Again, we're at 2.3 right now. It's 2,700 in volume for a $3.6 million market cap. We definitely want more. We definitely want more liquidity, but not horrible. There have only, yeah, there's been more. There's been 9 sells, 4 buys, but only down 2.5%. So I'm not too bad over there. Anyway, Tony Beans and hi, hello, meow 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 meow. Let's see what if Definity. Oh, Definity did have a. I don't know if it was their markets or the token that they had a giveaway on. Okay, it was the token. Definity did have a giveaway where congrats to SWGGES, Dual Lord, Boomer on Rise, and Who's Your Daddy. They won some Definity tokens. Please DM us to collect your tokens. Thanks to everyone who participated. More giveaways coming soon. Can't wait. I feel like I'm being judged over here. I got someone watching me while they're messaging me. Great times. Planet members. It was Aftermath and allegedly 50. Oh yeah. Planet Bez says OMI is not rising, and unfortunately neither VeVe is VeVe. I think you mean. So it's OMI's up like 80% over the last since mid-August. So like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, give or take. And that was probably the best time to buy, early to mid-August when we were down there, and then went kind of nuts for a little while. Retraced here. You have this kind of bull flag pattern it looks like it's playing out. And listen, I'll tell you guys right now, I know. So there's my network of whales that I know and I talk to all the time. Most of them are not buying because they already packed their bags. It's fine. They're in a bunch of other stuff. One of them's going to buy like in a decently large amount fairly soon, but for the most part, their bags are packed. So a lot of this volume, what do you have on OMI? I think it's usually between 7 and 10 million in volume. Now, granted, that's been like the last like couple weeks. I don't know if that's on a weekend. I haven't necessarily checked. All right, Comey's down about 2% on the day to 0.0032. And even still on a Saturday, it's 8.8 million in volume. So it's really not bad. That's 10% of the market cap. That's again really not bad. So I would say anyway, let's see where this is at and how much actual volume we have. Would love to. Oh my god, bro! I take a hint. I feel like every time I understand. Hey, if there's like I don't like to triple text. I'll double text. If I say something, no answer, and then and I'm talking like business here. A few months go by, whatever. I'll do like if it's important, I'll like blow them up or whatever. But if it's something business like, hey, like let's say Amy Jo Johnson, right? The original Pink Power Ranger. She had verbally agreed to come on the show, and then I shoot her a message like, hey, thanks for agreeing to come on. This let me know what your schedule's like, and we'll get you on. Saw it, a few weeks later, like, hey, my schedule's flexible between this time and this time. Let me know what date's good for you. Left on red. And then literally, like, I think it was like a year ago or even earlier this year. It's like, hey, it was for a different thing, same thing. Red, left on red. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna like. Clearly, they don't want anything to do with that. So I always think of that like if I'm Amy Jo, not that I'm Amy Jo Johnson, but the amount of people that will send me 8 messages in a row, and I don't mean like, hey, I have this thing, but like all in one stream of consciousness. It's like message, a couple weeks later, message, and it's just like X amount of messages in a week or 2 weeks or 3 months or whatever. I mean, I guess it's easier to tell them like, oh, I can hey, not interested. But the thing is, I've seen other people be like, yeah, I talk to this person all the time. Oh, really? And they're like, yeah, and they show me first off, they show me the messages. Like, what are you doing? And then 2, it's like the person hasn't responded in months to them, and it's like, oh, they messaged you once, and you so. But be advised, sometimes I do miss stuff. Like if it's, I don't even want to read this dude's message. All right, hang on. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. It's this one dude that doesn't even follow me. Oh God. They messaged me in March of I don't know what year. Asking me to we recently done a case study with so at CoinMarketCap where they helped generate 47 million impressions. And it's like, dude, you have 14,000 followers and you never post any of your own stuff. So I can't even get a good feel of what the impressions are like. It's all retweeting other people's stuff for their network. And it's like, I seriously doubt you'd get 47. Anyway. Omi's, oh yeah, so saying Omi's not a rise horse, neither is VeVe. It depends on what you buy. Like if you have, hold on, let me just tell this dude. I'm not joining on Telegram. I'm just, all right, you can use that internally. I'll just say I'm not on Telegram. Telegram, appreciate the offer, but I'm good. I'm good for now. Thanks. Okay. Back to this. So you have, depending on what you have on VeVe, like Todd was at like 250 a few months ago. He's at 475 now. The gold logo was like, well, at one point the gold logo was like 1300. That was years ago, right? The gold logo was 3K like a couple months ago. It's 5K now. So depending on, like, partner statue was under 1,000. It's 1,400 now. So again, it depends on what you have over there. Like, do you have the New Jersey Devil from the Kripkins? Because that's probably the same price as it was. That's probably not going to move. If it does move, it probably went down. Kripkins are generally not. And again, I have like multiple sets of the Kripkins because I love that shit. But that's not, people aren't necessarily just out. Like you have the weird group of people like me and others that just really like the supernatural. They like the weird. Like, oh, these little guys are cute. Yeah, I'll totally get one. Because they're like a few dollars. I don't think anyone's gonna pay $500 for a Kripken. And not that you would need, like, maybe Kripkins have their day and they go from $5 to $10. It's like, okay, you double your money. That's actually really good. But I just think that one, it's not really that exciting. It's not that exciting. Like having first appearance Mickey Mouse and first appearance Spider-Man, Walt Disney, Superman, Batman, like that's like the sex, right? That's the sexy stuff. Ohio State getting that bread. But it's also not one. It's not alt season, and the narrative of NFTs haven't hit yet. So I mean, I was going to say that I know companies that are doing. I mean, VeVe's. If you go with, let's say, DEVVE, which has the greatest blockchain in the world. You have DEFINITY that's doing more revenues and netting more money than what VeVe is, and they have a fraction of the market cap. They're like 1/30th the market cap. 1/25th of the market cap. Is that like almost 4 million, 3.5, whatever, you know, and OMI's at like 90 million. You have that, which is great, but OMI's probably the safest. OMI probably has that because not only are they just generating revenue where that could end at any time, someone creates a new blockchain. It's like, you know, they're not going to get disrupted. They are the disruptors. It's like, okay, it's going to be a weird comparison, but hear me out. In the Saved by the Bell show, you had Lisa Turtle. She followed all the fashion. She made sure to get the latest clothes, latest credit cards, latest accessories. She was reading about and always wearing the cutting edge of fashion. In the public, in like the public societal eye, no, there was very few people quicker than her. The only people that were quicker than her on what's new is the actual designers and the models. And that's where I would say is something like DEVVE or DEFINITY. But every now and then you could throw in like a Lady Gaga. You could throw in someone that like, oh, okay, here's something that's crazy and it's new and it disrupts. I mean, DEVVE's going to be like the main disruptor. But let's say, you know, they do 8.5 million transactions per second. let's say someone comes out with a KFC blockchain and it can do 100 million transactions per second, and they have, the banking world by the balls. And yeah, something like that could disrupt DEVVE maybe sometime in the future, but not really. With VeVe, again, they are the disruptors. And in the show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, you have Rarity that is similar to Lisa Turtle in that, yes, all about fashion, all about style, but she doesn't read about what others are doing. She's not on the cutting. She is the cutting edge of fashion. She makes her own stuff. She doesn't just follow what other people are doing. She is that trendsetter. And that's what VeVe is. VeVe is that trendsetter, that it is the disruptor. They're not someone that's following like Recur or Quid or Pomp, like any of these other, I don't want to say wannabes, but they kind of are, because they try to be what VeVe is. They try to solve problems that are already being solved, and they can't hack it. I had said back in 2021, VeVe won the decade. They are the clear winners here, and they're the clear winners here. And at some point, the market will catch up. If you ever watch Young Sheldon, he goes to this dude at NASA. His dad drives him, and he says like, "Hey, here's how we could have reusable rockets." And the guy he talked to is like, "Hey, you're right." He's like, "Okay, so let's do it." And the guy's like, "Well, listen, although your math is theoretically correct, this type of technology just doesn't exist yet." And Sheldon says, "So I'm ahead of my time." And says, "Yeah." It's like, "Okay, call me when you catch up." VeVe's been ahead of their time for years now, and the market is slowly starting to catch up. In one way is which you had a Moonbird recently. So this is going outside the realm of digital collectibles, but to like a sister realm, just NFTs, which is what we are. But it is a bit different, and I can't. All right, so you have this Moonbird, and the floor of Moonbirds. Let's take a look at what they are right now. Let's go to OpenSea, and we'll type in Moonbirds. I don't even have to type it in. All right, so they are 3.297 ETH, and what are we at? 4450. So 14,671. That's the floor of a Moonbird. Well, 3.1 times that is this Moonbird, $52,000. It's gold. So you have these Moonbirds that sell for pretty incredible amounts of money. And I see that slowly across Milady Makers, CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Moonbirds, obviously, Pudgy Penguins, and that's you could buy a Pudgy Penguin in April for like $400. Or no, it was a Moonbird. I'm sorry, it was a Moonbird for like $400. Now it's literally 14,000 for the floor. So it's coming. The cut rates, the rate cuts have happened. Or at least one have happened already. You have the rates that were compressing even before the rate cuts. You have 20 trillion something dollars sitting in money market accounts that's going to rip into the market and cause this market melt up. And you have Trump saying like, "Hey, we're going to give you $1,000 to $2,000 tariff check. You get extra money from tariffs. We're going to give it to everyone." What happened in 2020 when we had those Rona relief checks? Were people responsible and paying their rent and paying the bill? No, they were buying Pokemon cards. What do you think is going to happen when we get another $1,000 to $2,000 check? Like, people are going to be stupid with it, and they're going to be buying digital collectibles. Art is the upstream of wealth, and this is where it flows. Maybe in some universe I'm wrong. It's not this one. Anywho, let's go. Let's move on here. October surprises. I bought XRP and recovered on that. Dumped that in January too. Very nice, very nice. I don't know if you've taken a look at DEVVE or Definity. I really would though. Give me one sec here. Also, how long does it take for this gal to get comfortable? Anyway, OMI on the day. I said 8.5. All right, where's this volume coming from? All right, half of the volume was on Deepcoin, and I'm pretty sure half of that is bots. But I know for OKX, it's real, but that was only 38,000 in volume. That is nothing. Jesus. Bing X, same thing. That's 1.5 million in volume. So you're definitely getting a lot more Asians on board, which is good. We want that. And again, so in my network, I know like one, maybe two whales that are buying a little bit, but outside of my immediate network, again, whales talk, there are others that are buying right now. And I've seen the private demand for OMI is up a lot. And I see the cracks in the dam. Like we've seen it before. Like I feel like that guy from The Office, I've seen it. We've seen that before. Little spike here, little spike there. And most people are like, oh, it's just a random spike. And it comes right back down after that. Market manipulation. This is not that. This is genuine demand for the token. And they don't want to pump it yet. But they will. I don't know when. I figured it would be, honestly, I figured it would be by now. I didn't think I'd have this long. And I want it to go down because I have a little bit of money, a little bit more money coming in, and I want to be able to buy like not a ton, maybe like $8,000 I'll throw in. Maybe like 6 or 7, because I really want to get more DEVVE, because I have so much OMI already. This is really just dollar cost averaging. Really want to get DEVVE, because again, I think OMI is the safest, because it's not just like they're like Recur, and Recur had partnerships too. Like Recur had Star Trek, and they had Hello Kitty, like the #2 IP in the world. They had what was some other stuff that they had? Oh, freaking Nickelodeon. They had Hey Arnold. They had Rugrats. They completely fucked that up. I remember doing a video about that. It was horrible what they were doing. They didn't take care of the IP at all. They had Riptide. They had a bunch of stuff from Paramount, and they had the backing. They had Gary Vaynerchuk. They had the Winklevoss twins. It was they had raised, the first time they raised like $5 million at a whatever valuation, but then they had raised 50 million at like a $500 million valuation. It's like, this doesn't make sense. They have no revenue. The only customers they have are the customers that are also on VeVe, but they just kind of want to do their own thing. So knew that was doomed from the start. Same thing with Quid. Cryptoids, when you don't make money for a year, yeah, I don't know what happened. They said something new is coming. There's no way that something new is coming without them getting acquired or bought out. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the owner, happened to do real well in real life and threw $8-10 million into it and is sustaining that. I don't know why you would. Bat Cows. When was the last time Jim Lee did? And again, I don't want to shit on other projects, but it's just I don't know, like follow the money. Where's the community? Where's the money? And you see where it is, and it's very easy to make money here if you're patient enough. Said Tibber is about to exit Stealth, going to $10-30 billion market, 300 million. Oh, that's a nice 30x to maybe 100x. That is good stuff. I'm not 100% sure what Tibber is, but if you got a healthy bag of that, and that does what you're saying, that is a nice return. Sleeping comments. What's up, Randy? What's going on, Sleeping? Meow, 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 meow. We love you, Sleeping. Love my Bay. Be advised, I call everyone Bay. I don't know if my other Bay is listening. Speaking of which, Sleeping, I talked to Taps recently. He's gonna try to come to Vegas. You gonna come to Vegas, Sleeping? You gonna come to Vegas? You want to? You wanted to. Penguin says, is Avalanche partner with NASDAQ? No, DEVVE X NASDAQ. DEVVE has never mentioned who they're partnering with. We know DEVVE does have a stock exchange partner. I was leaning towards the London exchange, but after what NASDAQ has been announcing, the only thing, the one blockchain that could do what NASDAQ wants really is DEVVE. So now I am leaning towards them. But again, like, why wouldn't they now? I don't know what is going on with NASDAQ's not announcing anything. DEVVE's not announcing. I don't know. It seems like I've not heard of Avalanche partner with NASDAQ. I don't know what they could offer. I'm not familiar with Avalanche, so maybe they could partner. I mean, be advised, like you would have multiple partnerships, so NASDAQ could be with whoever they want. Again, I don't know what Avalanche could offer NASDAQ that DEVVE couldn't. DEVVE seems to be superior to most other blockchains in most different ways, but maybe there's something that Avalanche can do that DEVVE can't. And maybe DEVVE's not partnering with NASDAQ. Maybe DEVVE's partnering with like New York Stock Exchange. Maybe they're partnering with, you know, Beijing. Like we have no idea. Like we don't even know if the person that or the exchange that they're partnering with is American. Most of the company is in America, but they are a Switzerland company. So, you know, maybe there's something having to do with the Swiss franc. I hope not. And again, I have no idea. I don't really know anything about Avalanche. So whatever they are or are not doing, that is not in my purview. Stefan Schneebly is an Eminem super fan of comics. I've heard about that. I've heard that before. Would be a great collaboration on Gary V. Gary VV. That would be awesome. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Shit. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Zombie saying, yo, what's up, Zombie? How's it going, fam? It's been a while. All right, anyway, we have other stuff to get a hold of as well. Let's take a look at Shiro. Shiro's down about 2.5% on the day. $2.86 million market cap. Not really what I like to see. 285,000 in volume. I really would like to see this above 3. Again, they have enough to last through the rest of the what we're at here until we get to meme season. Whenever that is, I don't know. Speaking of meme season, talk about DACAT, shall we? So DACAT, we do have an announcement coming out on the 9th. Oh, that's soon. Oh, I'm New York Comic Con next week. Let's go, baby. I will only be there for a couple of nights. Also, I was supposed to have a phone call today. Fudge, I forgot to get back to these text messages. I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. This is okay. I can switch this call tomorrow at. I scheduled another thing at 3 o'clock for. Okay, sorry. We're rescheduling stuff here. I have to schedule you. I want to put you at 5 because I know my 2 3s are going to conflict, and I'm going to have to push 1 to 4. So I'm put. And then be advised, we have the first Whatnot stream tomorrow with VeVe. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my God. Give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, give me 1 second. Wait until. We're in. I will. Fuck yeah. Okay. Did say I've been holding this dog for 4 years, as a lot of people have. But speaking of animals, you have the cat over here. Very little volume. $242 in volume on the day. $2.5 million market cap, but still, I'm so close to 600,000 in liquidity. There's currently 591 with $296,000 in DACAT and $295,000 in Ethereum, and I can't wait to get it up to 600. We'll get there. We'll get there. Part of the reason I know we'll get there is because we're attached to ETH, and one of my guys that works with a bunch of institutions, a bunch of banks, has been saying that banks are rebalancing and they will continue to rebalance more heavily toward Ethereum. They'll still be buying Bitcoin because they'll trade that all the live long day because that is still volatile. They'll still make, but ETH is where it's going to go at. And at some point, this will send. Originally, I was thinking 8-9 grand. I'm thinking 12 to 15 grand now. That it can send to. The momentum will. I don't expect that anytime soon. Although we have. All right, Josh Mandel, not the former Ohio State treasurer, although I love that man. We'll get him on the podcast at some point. But Josh Mandel from plans. Yeah, okay. I will be. We're probably gonna have a special guest here. Anyway. Also, what time is it over in? Okay, good. Last night I was talking with Josh Mandel, the supposed time traveler. The story with that is Josh Mandel, not the Ohio State treasurer guy, Bitcoin guy. He worked on Wall Street for 20 years, and he had a good run. He had big successes there, but so do a lot of people on Wall Street. That wasn't what made him special, although he's very good at what he did. What really made him special was calling Bitcoin prices to the day 2 times within a year. Most recently, it was Bitcoin going to like 84K on a certain day, like to the exact day. And it was the second time doing it. The first time's a fluke, 2 times, what is this, witchcraft? And his third prediction, last and final one, is Bitcoin being $444,000. Like, well, okay, well, it's going to hit that eventually, right? Yes, it will. But he's saying it's going to happen soon. And I'm trying to find where the freaking messages are. Okay, hang on. Skip to 1223. Okay. All right, Bitcoin therapist, 235K followers over on X, had said the whales that were dumping MicroStrategy shares over the last 3 months took us from 456 to 292. And now they're going to send us to $1,000 by end of the year. They'll be happy with 250% in Q4, while they rebuy their shares, and the S&P inclusion team will have no problem with strategy this time. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I have to send this link to someone else here because okay, drive safe. Josh Mandel requotes this saying, so I think this is true. Expect $1,000 when Bitcoin approaches $444,000 next month. At $1,000, STRK becomes a high yield perpetuity with a perpetual at the money call option. One might expect MicroStrategy, the MSTR, to become pinned at 1,000 after being magnetically drawn to it. Where is this? As these prices also approximate an MNAV of precisely 1, you might expect some OG wallet Bitcoin to appear on exchange to take advantage of the opportunity to swap for exchange traded senior preferred stock paying a dividend. One can imagine seeing a massive amount of liquidity hit the system at 1,000 and 444,000. This might be more of a parabolic rollover than a blow-off top. Blow-off tops are often violent and often return to sender in less than a week. I could imagine the move from 444,000 to 84,000 might be a good while. Sounds insane. Then you have 21MB saying, care to wager some Satoshis that this doesn't happen? So Josh Mandel says, wow, I'm impressed to find someone so certain that they're willing to lay the odds. So I paid 10 cents for $135 calls, which will pay off $118 per contract at 444K. So how many contracts do you want to sell me? Don't tell me you were running your stupid mouth about expecting someone to trade with you at even odds. Of course, it should be the longest of shots. I don't want to hear one more person talking about how it's not going to happen unless they're willing to sell me the call option. You will be blocked. That is insane. But we also have some other stuff beforehand. Stanley Stream says, Ryoshi is back. Shiba Inu creator returns. 1111 with 2 new projects. 1111, make a wish. Jason's saying, weren't they building a metaverse? If you're talking about VeVe, they launched it. It's called the VeVeverse. You do need like a really good computer to run it. It is not on mobile yet. It will be at some point, but they've been saying that for half a year now. So it'll come at some point. I'm not expecting that anytime soon. Maybe in a year they roll that out. There's other more important stuff. Oh, Millie saying happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, oh Millie. Meow, 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 meow. Because obviously the question here is, how does VeVe become mainstream that will solve every single problem? VeVe has and will boost OMI as well if integrated correctly. I mean, mainstream is, listen, that's one thing, but you don't need to become mainstream to become a $100 billion project. You just need the right amount of hype and people. And mainstream is very hard. But again, you don't, I mean, mainstream is like, even Bitcoin and ETH, it's mainstream enough for banks. Your average Joe six-pack does not have Bitcoin. They just don't. Like, people just aren't interested. You want to get mainstream, get a Netflix special. Mainstream, you need like get Taylor Swift to mention you just like, it's just Labubu. Like, get something that kids like. But you don't need mainstream to be out there though. Like Pudgy Penguins is out there in Walmart, and they have a lot of, and some people know it, but I feel like when I think mainstream, I think like songs on the radio that everyone knows, regardless of what class you're in, regardless of what you're into. Taylor Swift dropped an album yesterday, and you have CEOs liking it, you have 12-year-old girls liking it, everyone in between. So I don't think it needs to become mainstream or solve every problem. It solved a major problem already with just space and shipping and insurance. It solved a bunch of problems. VeVe has and will boost OMI well. Agreed. And be advised, November is coming. In mid-November, they're not going to need to have to pay cash out anymore. That is incredible. They're going to be able to go in and money comes in, and it's not going to need to go out. So yeah, super excited for that. When dash you do to the moon? Once I finish a little bit more of the comic, I think that'll be. Hang on 1 second. Ready? Oh, what? Oh, no time. Make time. I'll use it. All right, let's go. Several the cat reposting the stream. But honestly, anything can take off for any moment. So we shall see. Benacria says, how would you define mainstream? How many users would that be? I would define mainstream as like millions of users, which we don't really need. We need a 10,000 users and we go crazy. Yeah, 10,000 users, we go crazy. Sometimes we have 1,000 users. Most days we don't, though. Most days it's like 800. Some days it's 600. But but some days it's like 12, 1,400. But again, most days we don't. So if you get an average of 10,000 users per day, it's gonna go crazy. Go crazy. 100% of the collection market. Yeah, I would say that's really mainstream. That'd be really mainstream. Josh Emmett after party today. S Bar at Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. Oh man, want to go. Maybe if I leave right, I needed private jet. I'm not doing that. Anyway, let's continue on here. David says, Josh, just curious, was there ever any math behind the 444,000? Thanks. Josh says, is pretty close to the value of Bitcoin that would equate to NAV of MSTR at 1,000, which is driven into focus by Star. Syed Husseini says 1,000 for MicroStrategy when Bitcoin is 444 is bearish, more like 2,000, assuming MNAV just improves to 2-ish. Josh Mandel says, I expect all numbers to a simple scenario specified at MNAV equals 1. Don't talk back to me showing off like you're so good at math because you can multiply by 2. I freaking love Josh so much. Thomas Lin says, my gold positions, long-dated OTM calls, are outperforming my Bitcoin positions, OTM leaps, by almost 200%. Small gold position, but how are you thinking about rolling gold into Bitcoin? I was targeting almost 4,100 by end of year, but maybe just take some off at 4K. Josh Mandel's targeting 16,000. Jesus. Dash Rulis says, I could imagine the move to 444K to 84K might take a good while, maybe a year. Josh Mandel says 5 months. Johnny Boy says, what will you publicly say if Bitcoin doesn't hit 444 next month? Will you know why the prediction failed? Josh says, I'm going to say it's all your fault for introducing negative mojo. And then he was on a space last night, and Fred Krueger clocked this. Fred Krueger's got 180,000 followers on X saying, quote, the Fed will cut 100 basis points minimum and possibly be run by AI, end quote. A direct quote from Josh Mandel on Spaces last night is bananas. BANANAS. I'm trying to get a, sorry guys, just checking something here. So that was last night's space, which was insane. I've talked to Josh before multiple times about these certain types of things. He's one of those guys where it's like, oh, he's like a little too smart. He's very, very good at what he does. Happy to be. Got to get him on the podcast at some point. That'd be great. Anyway, let's go over the rest of the news here from yesterday. Don't need that. Don't need that. Want them to succeed. Agreed. Coinbase partners with Samsung to offer users access to crypto through Samsung's wallet app. That is how VeVe and OMI get more exposure, because they are about to expose themselves to 75 million new people, because that's how many people have the Samsung phone, and they're going to offer users access to crypto through the Samsung's wallet app. And OMI's on Coinbase for everyone in the US except for New Yorkers. You can buy, a bunch of my friends bought it in 15 seconds. And you can buy it with US dollars too. You go on there, you search OMI, you press buy, and it says finding you the best price, and it does it for you in a couple of seconds. So you can literally buy OMI in under 15 seconds. Remember, this is like 20 years ago in WWE. Chris Benoit beat Shelton Benjamin in like 30 seconds. And then he does like all these things that he can do in 30 seconds. He like drinks coffee, he takes a piss, he like, and then one day like Shelton Benjamin lasts like a minute in the ring with him, and it's like, he couldn't even beat me in 30 seconds. It was great. It's great times. OG, okay, Monk, okay. Nancy May saying big win for free speech. When President Trump fights, he wins. America first fighters. YouTube surrenders, pays President Trump $24.5 million for illegal ban. This massive victory proves big tech censorship has consequences. Every shadow ban patriot deserves justice. Trump fought for free speech and won. Good for him. Clever Jerk says nostalgia was secured today. Got the 777 Lucky Rabbit. I remember when that came out. That was like $1,000. Like nobody knew that it was coming out. It was a secret drop. Those were good times. Those were very good times. 3.5 trillion Goldman Sachs says they are seeing increased institutional participation in Ethereum. Of course they are. Told them about it. You had 106 new users the last 2 weeks. So you have 53 people making their first purchase last week and 53 people making their first purchase the week prior. So the new users are coming, slow but steady. Unfortunately, the average daily users is still down. We did from the 23rd of September to October 2nd. We did not have a single day where we had over 1,000 users. The highest was September 28th at 906, and the lowest was September 30th at 644. Really need to get those up. Again, Moonbird sold for $52,000. Wild. There's a dude. There's a children's show on Netflix called Strawberry Shortcake. Berry in the Big City. And there's a character who's transberry. What? Okay. Anyway, strange times. I don't know how. Like that is insane. Anyway, mind how blockchain. Okay. Earth2. Let's take a look at Essence real quick, and we'll do a. Where are we at here? I haven't taken a look at this in a minute. All right, Earth2 Essence. It is paired with ETH. Down about 2% to 2.7 cents. 6,600 in volume. What I really don't like is that they have $90,000 worth of Essence in their liquidity pool, but only $29,000 worth of Ethereum. So that is really, really unbalanced. Now that will change when if demand ever goes up. But again, that's really not what I want to see. It is a $10 million market cap though, so that's cool. But the question on a lot of people's minds is, when is gaming gonna get back in the narrative? Because everything's out of the narrative now, right? Like, crypto's been down for a while. Unless you're BNB. BNB is at all-time highs like every day. But a lot of this gaming stuff is very cheap and very undervalued, and that's not going to last forever. Like OMI at 00017. I wish I get at those prices again, but that's just not where it is. Like I remember in the Pokemon days, people saying like, well, I remember in 2016, it was these prices. I was like, okay, that's great. If you can show me where I can find 2016 prices, I'll buy them all. But it's 2019 now, and you can't do that anymore. People get emotional, so it's like, and same here. I want to be able to buy OMI at August prices, and I can't, unless someone is like super illiquid and super like whatever, and maybe an OTC deal. Crypto Differ, 286,000 followers on X, did post a bit about DEVVE the other day, so I'm happy about that. Yesterday, on October 3rd, $100 million worth of Bitcoin and ETH shorts were liquidated between 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brian Armstrong is excited to be partnering with Samsung to make crypto even more accessible. We're offering 75 million plus Samsung Galaxy users in the US free access to Coinbase One to bring them on board. And we fully integrated with Samsung Pay, so every Coinbase user in the US can use that to buy crypto. Heckin' awesome. I did not want that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had a very, very, okay, wild thing. Also the Full Metal Alchemist people, they were probably big on October 3rd as well. So did you know, it's in my text message here, give me 1 second. Did you know that there is if anyone's ever seen Poltergeist, the house is actually an Airbnb. It's a Poltergeist movie house. However, I went to go reserve it, and it is $6,900. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69 for 3 nights. So I'm not doing that. Somebody else might be able to. That is not me. But this does pose a question. How much would you pay to scare yourself? I don't know. I think it'd be awesome. Play light as a feather, stiff as a board. I'm not gonna play with a Ouija board, but you know what I mean. Oh, also for VeVe's most diehard fan, look at the category short list. Randy Chavez, number 1. Damn right, I'm number 1. Other people included in that list are Mr. MC1, Zero Legacy, On My Way, and Emoji. Biggest collectors at heart are Eno, Max R, Mr. Rolex, Clever Jerk, and Ferryman. And those are the ones I'm going over right now. King Mav says, VeVe official, it's time to reimagine the collector's profile. Collectors should be able to curate and showcase their collections, sets, mints, items directly on their profile pages. This was a much-loved feature that got lost in the last upgrade. Let's bring it back and level up. Empower your community to present their collections the way they want, and give them the tools to share their very best with the world. A curated profile isn't just a feature, it's a statement of identity for every collector. At David U. Watch a guru has just in 71% chance Bitcoin hits $126,000 this month, according to crypto prediction platform Polymarket. Agreed, especially if Josh Mandel is right and if we hit we hit 444 next month, which sounds insane. That is insane, right? That's insane. I think it's insane. I feel like Richard Gilmore is. Of course, it's insane. It is insane. El Salvador says its strategic Bitcoin reserve is designed to go up forever. Forever. Good for them, Mr. Bukele. This weekend in New York City is the blessing of the animals as St. John the Divine goes in and blesses horses and goats and chickens, oh my, at Cathedral of St. John in New York. I will not be there for that because I am not going until next week. The U.S. Treasury plans to mint $1 coins with President Trump's face on it. I might get one as a souvenir. Oh, more on Definity. We have Devinder Singh saying, yes, I noticed this too. Perhaps Manu or Chris can explain why the paragraph. Oh, yeah. So I don't know why the paragraph was deleted where they had Definity as, we're excited to confirm that Definity, our utility token, will play an active role within Bloomsbury Money. And then they took that out. I don't know why. Maybe they're not ready to announce it yet, but we know. Pepperidge Farm remembered. Ugh, sorry, just stretching. Ugh. Okay. Let's continue on here. We do have a guest coming on in about 20 minutes. And what the? Oh, hang on one second, guys. What the? Jesus. Anyway, let's keep on going. Nancy May says President Trump is tackling one of the toughest foreign policy challenges with peace through strength. If anyone can deliver, it's him. We hope the Nobel Peace Prize Committee is paying attention. When Trump says Hamas has been ruthless and violent threat for many years in the Middle East, they have killed and made lives unbearably miserable, culminating with the October 7th massacre in Israel, babies, women, children, old people, and many young men, women, and boys, girls getting ready to celebrate their future lives together, blah, 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 blah. Basically, he's trying to broker a peace deal between Israel and Palestine, and just, if people stop dying, I'm all good with it. I'm all Gucci. Trump says, I am pleased to advise that I reversed the cuts made to Homeland Security and counterterrorism for New York City and state. It was my honor to do so. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Eric Doherty says, just in, President Trump says he just reversed the Homeland, cut the green energy funds and surge Homeland Security so we can wrap up illegal alien arrests. So here's something that, all right, Trump posts videos about. He posted a video the other day saying a boat loaded with enough drugs to kill 25 to 50,000 people was stopped early this morning off the coast of Venezuela from entering American territory. Okay, cool. You don't want drugs entering the U.S. Fine. But then somebody said, am I the only one worried about great white sharks on cocaine, though? There's a movie recently called Cocaine Bear, and I go back to my older videos. I've talked about that multiple times before the movie ever came out. It was a story of when Clinton was governor of God, what was it? I forget what state it was. Arkansas? And one of the CIA ops, like whatever went down, coke was being rushed from one area to another, and coke fell off the chopper. And I don't know if it was a brown bear or a black bear. I think it was a brown bear that ate like a kilo of coke, and for like 30 minutes became the most dangerous apex predator that the world has ever seen. And that was a real thing that had happened, and they made a movie about it a couple of years ago. So I'm thinking that like they've done this enough times where they've blown up these boats carrying all these drugs, and they're not fishing out the drugs from the ocean. Like it's just dispersing into the waters, and the fish are consuming these drugs. Like, what are the consequences of cocaine fish? I want to know. I gotta, my guest is coming on soon. I gotta ask her about that. Other news, CME Group to offer around-the-clock trading cryptocurrency futures and options. The suite of US Bitcoin ETFs, including GBTC, have taken in a net capital inflow of over $55 billion to date and are yet to see any periods of sustained and significant outflows. Samsung adds Coinbase crypto access for 75 million Galaxy device users. Oh, my man. All right, I have to, my back is hurting. I have to go hang real quick and I can't really look at my phone and hang at the same time, so I'm just gonna, we're gonna do some leg lifts over here. And these pants are a little loose, so I'm not gonna lie. I thought my pants were gonna come off, but they didn't. So we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Where are we? We are back to the beginning. All right. The VeVe Community Awards have arrived. Congrats to all the finalists in their respective categories. Make sure to cast a vote for your favorites, including the best OMI meme by October 16th. Just vote for Randy Chavez. That's all you need. That's all you need to do. Do I shave for New York Comic Con? Kind of don't want to. I'll just shave around here. Shave around the whiskers. Total crypto market cap yesterday hit an all-time high of $4.2 trillion. Let's see if there's anything that's happened in the last couple of minutes since I last went over. Nope. ChatGPT stuff. Trump says, based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe that they are ready for lasting peace. Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Right now, it's far too dangerous to do that. We are already in discussions on details to be worked out. This is not about Gaza alone. This is about long-sought peace in the Middle East. Love it if that could happen. Okay. Telling you about poop. Getting the blankie back over on these. Yeah. This one again. Okay, we're going on. Stablecoin leader Tether seeks capital for tokenized gold hoard, and Coinbase seeks OCC trust charter to grow payments business. You have David Yu reposting DGC grading card. What is it? It's our unique version of a certificate of grading authenticity. More details coming this weekend, plus the launch of a collectible grading service. To note, each of their early supporters will be receiving a matching grading card to go with their digital slabs. Just a small way to say thank you. Might be something to keep an eye on. The crypto market has added $330 billion this week, as of last night. So there was a $15 free credit on Whatnot if you use that. If you use the link that VeVe had posted the other day. It wasn't showing up in my app though, so I emailed Whatnot. I was like, "Hey, this isn't showing up." They got back to me and they're like, "Can you?" I don't know if it's a different person, but like, you know, and I included this picture in it. Like, "Hey, I have this. Is it it's just not showing up. What can you do for me?" And like, can you send any pictures related to it? So I was like, "Okay." Send it again. So I was like, "Hey, here's the photo." And they're like, is it a credit or like a voucher? And I was like, well, the photo says credit. So I was like, well, the photo says credit, so it's probably that. Is this something that I should contact VeVe for? And like, no, we'll just give you the credit. It's like, thanks. Cool. Also, if you haven't signed up for VeVe yet, link down below. You get $10 free. You get 10 free gems. So you should do that. Puddin' Cheeks has a new video on TikTok. Go like and follow. I love that man. He is the sex. Look at those legs. Look at that piece of man right there. We love him. Okay, all right. Walmart embraces Bitcoin and crypto with OnePay Cash for 150 million users. Strap in, boys. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon said back in 2017, in 10 years, Bitcoin will be closed down. It's now worth more than your entire freaking bank. How you like that, Jamie Dimon? Okay, I went over the stuff with Fred Kroger and Josh Mandel. And that looks like it'll be it. So I don't know why it says that's it. We have a lot more stuff to go over, but we're going to do that tomorrow because we have another show to put on. Oh, I have to eat soon, or I get to eat soon. I'm very, very hungry here. Okay. We have in about 5 to 10 minutes. We have someone coming. I do have another text here. What are the days? I get there to Vegas on Thursday, and I leave on Monday or Monday. I have a voice message I got to play with y'all. Oh, it's a minute long too. I don't think I can play this for y'all. Give me like 1 minute here. All right, give me another 30 seconds. Sorry, figuring out Telegram real quick. That might have been longer than 30 seconds. Anyway, we got Not Self-Aware saying, did you see the comment on your video from Thursday from the guy that wants a friendly bet of 10K that OMI doesn't go above 002 between now and the end of Q1? I did not. Let's see if we can get Thursday video from Thursday. All right, hang on. Is it a video or is it a... Okay, DEVVE Digital. Oh shit, DEVVE Digital, right? Nobel tons. DEVVE's going to be huge. DEVVE, all right, there's about DEVVE, so it wasn't that. It's going to have to be... Is it yesterday? Let's go to yet. No, there's no comments on yesterday's Akomi and announcement. Friendly bet. Oh, it's Ben Robinson. I have no idea who he is. Let's get an escrow. DM me on X. Yeah, I'll totally do something like that. So I just messaged him, and I will totally do something like that. Oh, very good, very good. What happened to the other bets you lost? And I've heard of it. Yes, you did. It was all over the internet in January because that's where it ended. It paid out about 20,000. That was not fun. But yeah, go to Cavell Anderson's page, go to my page, go to wherever. Again, it was in January. Lost 3 bets, total 20,000. It happens. Would have much rather that gone the other way, but yes, there was multiple updates on that. Anyway, let's continue on with Big Unk saying, "What will happen next week? I'm excited." Oh, I don't. He could just click on it. Coinbase partnering with Samsung Wallet. Coinbase partnering. Oh God, I can't type here. Partnering with Samsung Wallet to bring crypto exposure to 75 million more people. Okay, also, I don't know. I feel like I did an ASMR thing. Give me 1 sec, guys. No, we're good. We're good. Let me get rid of a couple of things. Yeah. All right, let's go to X here. And we'll go in and see what crypto Twitter is talking about. We have Jen Collect saying, in this clip, My Collectibles shares how digital collecting opens up new possibilities for fans and collectors alike. From expanding your fandom to engaging with communities in brand new ways, the opportunities are just endless. James Comey could soon be in handcuffs after indictment. Former FBI Director James Comey might just be trading a suit for an orange jumpsuit. The FBI might actually arrest their own ex-boss. Yeah, the guy who used to run the place could soon be the one doing the perp walk. Basically, the FBI is ready to slap cuffs on Comey. Looks like the tables have turned on the former FBI boss. The Bureau is reportedly planning a big flashy arrest for James Comey after a grand jury indicted him for lying to Congress and trying to block an investigation. Same guy who used to run the FBI might be doing a perp walk in front of the cameras. Some agents were told to gear up in full kit for the takedown. One agent refused and got suspended for it, but the Bureau is pushing ahead to get the job done. Comey's lawyers wanted him to stroll into court quietly next week, but the FBI might have other ideas. Now, Comey's accused of lying about leaks tied to Hillary Clinton email investigation. He says he's innocent, but critics are calling this karma. Guess it's easy to talk about justice until you're the one in the spotlight. Oh my God, that would be wild to see. Not gonna lie, I'd pay for it. Another voice message. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's only 35 seconds. Gonna need another minute here. Give me 1 second. I am really good at this stuff. All right, let's keep on going here. Josh Emmett fighting literally in a couple of hours here. I don't know who's going to be here first. I think I'm ready for Halloween. Oh, yes, Halloween is great. We have Rising Star putting his kids and the... I don't know if I can... oh, shit, I did not mean to bookmark that. Delete that bookmark. Okay. Need to mute that because I don't know if I put the music on there. Anyway, type in awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. Okay. Please crypto, double quill. Ash and I completed the friends quest. Very good. Foster Hill. Oh, he's requoting Theo. Who's Theo? Theo is 248,000 followers on X. He's full-time CEO of T3 Chat, 10,000 followers on X. Full-time CEO, part-time YouTuber, investor, and developer has said, the blocking of third-party IPs on Sora is insane nerf, way less fun now. Foster says, I have a thesis about IP and brand legitimacy that makes me mega bullish on the licensed digital collecting space. I believe AI will transform many aspects of daily life, and I'm excited about many of its developments and advances. Recently, OpenAI released Sora, and social media was immediately flooded with incredible AI-generated content featuring the world's biggest brands and IPs. I had two thoughts. This opens up a world of possibilities, and two, it won't last. Within 3 days, Sora had significantly restricted users' ability to generate content with third-party brands and IP. Regardless of opinions about this decision, the speed of these restrictions supports my thesis. Brand recognition and permanency matter enormously. AI has made so many things possible for the first time or dramatically easier than before. New AI-generated products and creations emerge faster than anyone can track. But here's a critical question. People can create anything at the click of a button. What makes something special? How will it hold value? The answer, in my opinion, is brand IP rights. AI can make almost anything you want, but it can't legally infringe on established creators and creations that hold permanence. This is one of the few areas where AI cannot create or improve, because you can't create or improve what you don't own or have rights to. For better or worse, licensed brands and IPs have withstood the test of time because they control access, evolution, and distribution. They're interested to ensure the growth and sustainability of these brands. I believe that this will continue over time, and that's why I'm bullish on licensed digital collecting and platforms like VeVe Official. Preach, preach, girl, preach. All right, let me send that. I'm gonna repost that. I'm gonna listen to this message. It's 41 seconds. Gonna need another minute here. Give me 1 sec. I need to start doing I need to start doing deadlifts. Jesus. All right. Anyway, let's continue on here. NFTs. Yep. Okay. Kaki Gaijin had commented on that, saying NFTs came in just in time to counter IP infringement by AI in the digital space. What timing? Granus Prime says blockchains will make legitimacy of licensed brands, so official drops and merchandise will be easy to distinguish. Pixel Trader says agreed. It makes perfect sense. OMI do be ready to take off, though. I give it a week. I give it 11 minutes. Comment down below if you get that reference. It's a good reference. Some point, VeVe Viral says, I'm confident to believe that at some point between November to February, I'll get 5 to 20x from current prices on OMI. And of course, significant VeVe comics and first appearances like Todd, Superman, etc. Bam Bam, my man, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am doing all right. I have such a story to tell you, but it's not it's not appropriate for the YouTube. Anyway.
I want to know. No, I'm just kidding. My hair's crazy.
I'll tell you off camera. Okay.
Okay.
But for right now, okay. So
can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm using my little ear thingy.
Oh, very good, very good. Have you? I had to stay. Okay, wait 1 sec. It was like when I don't have to. Oh yeah. There's a. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I have to mute myself. But okay. First off, have you ever seen the movie Cocaine Bear?
No.
But you know what it's based off of, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. So that Cocaine Bear story was because like 1 5-kilo bag like fell out of a chopper and like a brown bear got it. But with all of the ships being blown up from like Venezuela that it's carrying a butt ton more of drugs, they're not like fishing those drugs out of the water. Like the fish are eating those drugs. And I want to know, is one of your fears cocaine sharks?
I've been thinking about it my whole life. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that, like the drugs that go into the ocean like that, and what animals would like eat those, like that go into the ocean like that. Ah, hold on.
Also, what was your reaction to seeing Jaws, and what age were you, and did it affect your want to go to the beach?
Actually, Jaws is one of my favorite movies. I've watched it like several times. I just watched it because it's the 50-year anniversary for the movie this year, and so I watched it with my son about a month ago. We watched it again, and he hasn't seen it yet. But yeah, I always also had a fear of like the open ocean, even though I like the ocean and I love to go to the beach. I do have, when I was a little kid, like really little, like say, I don't know, 5, whatever years old, we used to have a book at home, and it was of the ocean. And I would open up certain pages, and it would just have the open ocean, and I would stare at it until it would scare me enough to shut the book. And I would do it on purpose. I knew it would scare me. I'd be like, let me look at this, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm scared.
What book was this called?
I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. It was just a book on the ocean. And it was just a lot of pictures. I remember there was some reading in there, but not a lot. I just remember there being a lot of pictures. And that one that I would look at was just the open ocean. And that was it.
So there weren't like sharks or big creature like whales and octopi. It was just a big, massive body of water. And it was what scared you about it?
Just the unknown of everything that's out there. You can't see it, and just all the stuff that's under there.
Have you seen those TikToks about these like deep sea fishermen or are like people like in the Arctic, and the waves are just bananas?
Yeah.
Bro, those are some of my favorite TikToks. I was on like sailor TikTok for a while, and that was wild. Because
some of those are scary.
They try to like do their normal stuff on the ship and like pour cereal, and then they go to, and then the bowl flings off that way because they're always going like, oh, because the ship rocks so heavy. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I know that's very scary. I've been on a cruise once, and I didn't have any fears. I loved watching the ocean there. Like you'd see whales, things like that, and I didn't have any fears at all. But I don't know.
We should go on a cruise next year.
Heck yeah, cruises are fun. I mean, I've
Yeah,
only been
we'll
on the
do.
one, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh my God. So we have to yeah, we'll do it well, you want to do it between like December and like July cuz
It's a
you know,
really
oh, well, hello, Omede. I think this is the second time you're here today. He an hour ago he said happy Saturday. Has he been here the whole hour? Has he been here the okay.
I'm
Okay.
all like blah blah blah. So I was supposed to go. Okay, you already know. I've been planning this for days. There's a mountain up here that because it's not the full moon until Monday,
Hmm.
but today's pretty good already anyway, and it's supposed to be a super moon. And I wanted to go up this mountain that I always go to watch the sunset. I was watch the sunset. I was going to watch the moon, everything. We get there. My son and I, we stop, we get food, and we're gonna, we're driving over there. And for the first time ever, they had it closed, saying they were full. So that must be a new thing they're doing. I was so bummed because I've been planning it for days.
Yeah. I was wondering what you said, like, oh, my plans fell through. I was like, how? Yeah, I was curious how it fell through, but yeah, that face.
I was so mad. I was so mad. We just pulled over in the parking lot, ate our food, and I did get out and get a picture before. Let's see which one turned out the best. A little picture of the moon above the
Oh my
mountain.
God, that
Yeah.
looks incredible.
Yeah.
That
Would
was
have looked
probably
better
so
in
nice in
nighttime.
person. Yeah.
But
Oh my God, that looks so nice in person.
yeah, I was gonna get both like the moon, the sunset, all of it. So I was bummed. And then I was supposed to hang out with my daughter tomorrow, but she's been working a lot and now she also can't get together. She's like, I really need sleep. So okay.
Well, she's getting that bread. She's working.
Yeah. She's been working like I think 12 days, she said.
She's not going to Miami. She's
She ain't
working.
going to Miami. She's working.
I missed that. It
So
was good times.
I know.
Uh, so
Sure.
so yeah, the cruises you want to go between like December and July because you don't want to go in hurricane season. And the I feel like I've done like the Bahamas and Nassau and Caribbean, but so I have no problem doing that again. They're still cruises. They're still fun. It's even like leftover pizza. It's still pizza. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Never gone on an Alaskan cruise. Never gone on a European cruise, but I'll totally do other cruises.
Mm-hmm. Alaskan cruises are supposed to be really nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My friend used to work on an Alaskan cruise. He like so you're not really supposed to like mingle with the guests. But like they did. So we actually did that with Brittany on it wasn't on the cruise ship. They were off we were on some island and we're like, oh, here's the people from the cruise ship. And we like hung with them there because it wasn't on the cruise, so I guess it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But my friend Justin straight up was just like, oh yeah, we just hung out with them on the cruise. Because if you like are really good to them, like they just give you alcohol. Like if you get the
Oh.
package anyway, you'll get the alcohol anyway. So it's like not a huge deal. Just pay a couple hundred for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One night, and I don't know how he like survived this, or how he didn't get fired, but one night he's like, you know, those like not revolving doors, but they like swing. They don't like close or click. You know, it's like to like a kitchen or whatever. His friend Vinny found him. He was like naked, like ass up, in like the middle of the door, just like, um,
Mm-hmm.
so that was so apparently Alaskan cruise lines get wild, and I would love to do that. Have you seen the Chunky Bear Challenge?
No.
So every year in Alaska, they have this Chunky Bear Challenge where you get to vote on who you think is like the cutest, chunkiest bear as they get ready for like their winter slumber. So they go from like, I don't know, like 500 pounds to like 1,000 pounds, like 6 months, because they're just like constantly eating like 30 salmon a day. Um, I would totally, I would want to go on a cruise while the bears are like doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be cool.
Has Randy won any bets? Never. Never in my life have I won a bet. Oh, Josh is fighting.
I need to make a bet with you.
You should.
Yeah.
In fact, bet. Josh is fighting tonight. I put 200 on Josh, and I put 100 on a par bet where it's like
Breaking it.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I put 200 on Josh.
Tonight? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I put 100 on what's called a parlay bet, where it's two things have to happen. So Josh has to win, and this guy Alex has to win. And so if they both win, I get a decent amount of money. If just Josh wins, I'll make a little bit, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So because I bet on Josh winning, if you bet on him losing, you'll probably win because I never win these bets. But we want.
Remember
Josh
the bet I placed for you in Vegas? When was it? It was in April on Josh.
Yes.
Because you wanted me to do first. It was 200, and then you were like 300, but I didn't get the 300 part, so I did the 200, and you're like, "Damn it!" But then you lost, so it was good. We didn't do.
You've been witness to a bunch of my bets that have not gone through, or that my bets that have not worked out. Bad times.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so we have the cruise. Is Alaska where you'd want to go?
I don't know. It depends on the time of year. Depends on what's going on.
Yeah, winter would be really, really rough. That'd be so cold.
Yeah.
I'd have fears of getting stuck in the ice too, you know?
I don't think it's that bad. Is it? I don't know.
Well, if it's in like an Arctic
cruise. Oh, he deleted his comment.
Evening, damn. I think he meant fam. Yep, evening, fam.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
hey.
There we go. Yeah, there's I would totally do that. Unless like so. I think I don't know if he wants me. We know somebody that he might get like a super yacht next year if like crypto goes crazy, and he'll totally take us on it.
We know somebody like me too.
Yeah, we'll talk off camera. I'll let you know who it is. We'll get that bread. Phil Nice says, "Hey fam, we are chat. I think Phil Nice was he was the 100th level 100, right?
Oh, was he?
I think so.
Nice.
Maybe not, but I feel like it was. There was definitely someone. Phil. I feel like it was definitely that. Anyway, do you have the ESPN sports package?
No.
Oh yes, he was very nice, very nice. How are you going to watch Josh fight?
I'm not. Apparently, I don't know. How can I watch it? I don't know. When is it? It's supposed to be tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to Google it. Where can I see the Josh Emmett fight? Is it with 2 T's? I think it's 2 T's. On ESPN and pay-per-view. Main card starts at 10. You'll need ESPN Select subscription to purchase the pay-per-view. I might just go to a bar and watch it then. Although I currently cannot.
Oh, sorry. No, it was a message.
Okay. I currently cannot drink, so I'm on a diet too. So I don't know if I can even. Are they going to let me sit there and just drink water? Do you think?
If you go to a bar, yeah, I don't think they would have a problem with that.
Okay. I feel like they.
I was gonna get get a little drink here with you, but I knew you were not drinking, and I was like, I don't want.
Oh, you can still. I'm not going to discourage you.
No, I know. It's okay.
Okay. I will be at New York Comic Con for. I might go to the con on Friday, but I'll be in New York on Thursday. Obviously, be there Friday. And then I will be there. I might stay an extra day or so. I was supposed to have a call with a friend today, and they never called, so I have to call them tomorrow. And I'm so busy tomorrow. But I'll. Oh, in calendar. Okay, very good. But we will be in Vegas though. Are we telling people our plans for Vegas? We're not yet, right? We're gonna wait.
We're what?
Are we telling people our plans yet for Vegas, or we're keeping that on the hush hush for now? teeny tiny mouse voices.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Vegas. I'm wondering how many people are going to show up. Like, I know the second decon is when we had about 500, but that was like, you know, that big, like when we had all, you know, and there's not that many active people anymore. But I
Yeah.
wonder if they will go anyway, like a good chunk of them. I have no idea, but I'm pretty excited to get out there and have a great time. See, I'm sure we're going to see some new faces.
I mean, it's the 5-year anniversary, so you know.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
super
go.
excited.
Gotta
Oh, do
go
you think
hard.
Reese will go?
I don't know. I would expect him. Oh, it's Vegas, so maybe.
I should
Maybe.
send him a message.
You should. Need that calendar. Pam, I
What
don't know if
calendar?
you've seen the cat tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
My
have.
little my little
Looks
kitty.
great. Wow.
Yeah, I love it. Video Shane's as Decon's gonna be amazing. Bam Bam.
Yeah.
We need tattoos.
What kind?
OMI
I didn't
tattoos.
say no, but I'm like, what?
I know.
We need Omi? Oh, that would be cool. But I would like Omi to like do its thing first. Not that, I mean, I still want to do it. I would do it, but I just want to,
What
I
if I
want to
pay
have
for it?
that excitement at the same time. Hmm?
What if I pay for it? Will then you be like, okay, let's do it?
Not about you paying for it. No, 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 no. That's not what it's about.
See, it
But I
is the
do want,
Yes, I think it's the responsibility
ooh,
of people that have tattoos to pay for the next one of people that don't. Well, you do have tattoos, right? You have one?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I have one. So I don't know how this could be done, but if there can be like the Omi circle with VeVe in some way blended, that would be pretty cool.
I don't know.
Have to talk to Kid Arcade.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Got to get that bread. My friend fell asleep on me. They were okay. Anyway, yeah, we could totally do that. I think I'll be drinking by Vegas as well. I haven't.
Mhm.
I'm on a no drinking thing right now, but that might change. Also, I'm on. All right, so I'm hungry now because where's the notes? The last time I ate was at 7 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. Oh God, what do I eat? What do I eat, Fam Bam?
What do
Roast
you
beef.
have?
Roast beef
Okay,
and ham.
roast beef.
Yes, roast
Both.
beef. I will have a roast beef with cheese sandwich, and it will give me
Is Ernie there?
he went out with his pilot friend of his. I don't
Okay.
know where they went. They went
I'd
somewhere.
like him to hang some roast beef on a little string and dangle it and have you eat it.
Why?
I don't know. That's just what popped in my head. I'm very creative. I think.
Yes. You ever see History of the World?
No.
Oh, it's such a good movie. It's like vintage Mel Brooks. It's so good. At the one of the guys, he has like grapes, and he's like feeding Mel Brooks at the
Oh,
he's
okay.
the king. Anyway, it reminded me of that. Yeah. So the roast beef, I believe, is 35 grams of protein and 210 calories. So that okay, and honestly, that's all I would really need because I'm already at 171 for the day, but I'm only at 1400 calories. So I feel like I definitely need the cheese and the
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Look at you being all healthy. I'm proud of you.
um
Cheers with my Pepsi.
yeah, cheers with my water with the water's got creatine in it. So so creatine is actually really good for you, even if you're not like
Isn't that the one you overtook because we were talking?
yes, because of you. You're like Kelly Clarkson in 2005 because of you.
No, but I can't see. You're just like, hey, is this enough could put in my drink? And I'm just like, oh, okay.
You
And
didn't say
you
I
almost had
don't
a heart attack.
know. You said like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think I made you like take some off, but this was through freaking text. So
Thank God you did.
yeah,
Because yeah,
that was
I
hilarious.
was not feeling good after that. But now I drink it with a lot more water and I'm used to it now. And it's really good for you, even even without working out, it's still good for you.
What does it do for you?
It helps cognitive function, and it actually helps muscle growth, even if you're inactive. I don't know how that happens, but specifically like quad, like thigh muscle growth. So I don't know how or why that happens, but they've done it in older people. And the study was like, okay, we'll have the group of people working out, and obviously it helped them. But then they had the old people that continued to live a sedentary lifestyle, didn't change anything, and it still helped cognitive function, and it still helped muscle growth on their thighs, and there was nothing different. It's like miracle drug. I don't know.
But doesn't it? Because that's the thing. I'm very sensitive to things. And doesn't it make you like your heart beating faster and things like that, or no? What is? I don't know.
No, it retains water. So for the people that work out, they.
So then, why did it make you feel so crazy?
Oh, it just upset my stomach. It didn't really have anything to do with my heart. It just my tummy was.
I thought you were saying you almost had a heart attack.
Oh, because I had a shit. I had to it came on all at once, and I was like, so
I don't remember all that conversation, but
yeah, it was like a sweaty one. I was like sweating. I was like, but it wasn't because of the creatine. It was because like I almost didn't make it to the toilet, and I was like,
Oh, that's funny.
Call Me Philly says good for sleep deprivation and brain back. Yeah, Call Me Philly's a cool dude. He chill.
Okay, maybe I'll get some.
Yes,
Try it out a little.
I've got a whole pharmacy: vitamin A, D, C, magnesium, B, K2, and folate.
Yeah,
and I need more
have
fish.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I guess your body already naturally produces a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel good, and it's like a super starter to when you start working out too, because it immediately pushes a bunch of water in your muscles, so it's makes you look good real quick.
Yeah. I feel like my foot is pretty much healed now. There's still going to be problems forever, but so 7 months. 7 months. It's how long it took for my freaking foot. But it's still going to have some issues forever. But I can say it doesn't really hurt like I just noticed that yesterday. I'm like, so I was going to try to get on the mountains today. It didn't happen.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know about
so you did Hell one year as a cosplay, and you look great. I feel like if we're like, because I can't cosplay this year because I just got back in the gym like a couple weeks ago. Like I'm not going to be filling out any tights, but next year I really want to cosplay as like either Deadpool or Wolverine or Brown Captain America. I don't know, just something where I can show off the guns. You know, I want to be able to, and I think it'd be really cool if you just started squatting and you just got jacked and you just did Wonder Woman. You could do Hella again if you want to, but like, do you want to do
actually Wonder Woman was one of my favorites growing up. She was. I used to watch the show as a kid.
Because you got like I
need darker hair.
I mean, your hair is pretty dark, or it's like pretty brown, right?
Yeah, it's dark brown. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's brown.
Oh, would you dye it black?
No. I mean, I've had it dark. I'm trying to, because there's like grays now and everything, and you can tell more. The darker your hair is, the more the gray stands out when it starts to grow out. So my hair's a darker brown, but I've even started dyeing it a lighter, like a medium brown, just so it kind of doesn't have the.
Gotcha. I tell you, well, first, Mr. JM, Crypto Rain is worth a lot more than a lot. Like he's gonna be worth a lot. Like he's already worth more. Anyway, I should tell you that I think a little bit of gray defines a woman, and like that is a woman. So I had
not a streak like this.
Oh yeah,
growing out. Like,
hell to the heck.
I'm not ready.
To the end.
I'm not ready. I mean, it's not all gray, but there's pieces.
Every single woman that I have been with, not all of them have had grays starting to show, but everyone that has had grays showing, and I would specifically ask like, yo, please let it grow out. And they're like, no. I was like, please. And I'm like Victoria Justice, I'm begging on my knees for, because none of them have ever let me live out my fantasy of just having a girlfriend with some gray hair. Like, as soon as it gets like a little teeny tiny, boom, they die. I was like, why? Why? Family, why? Why do they do that? Why do women? Why
Because I'm
are
not
women like that?
ready. I'm not ready. Okay, so there's also different patterns of gray, the way they grow in on men and women. So women tend to have it mostly start right here. So I think that just looks more, men don't. Like, I
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
get more
men
on the
get.
sideburns and things.
Yeah,
And
I get it on my
so it
beard
just
now.
looks different, I think, for women.
Yeah.
And when you see it just growing out, like, it's mostly these little baby hairs and stuff all get grays. What
Says
my
my
girl is
girl is cousins with Linda Carter. That is epic.
my
And
friend, I have a friend here that her family's friends with their family, Linda Carter's family.
that is so
They
freaking
grew up
cool.
with, like, they have pictures, all and everything. But yeah, I've always loved her. She's great.
Oh god, that is so freaking cool. I love that stuff. I love her. Speaking of older, beautiful women, Lauren Graham, aka Lorelai Gilmore, got her Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame, and
Aw.
I
Surprised you didn't go.
yeah, I'm surprised too. Um, I love her, and it's fall. It is Gilmore Girls season. You should pick up where you left off and continue watching.
Yeah, I can't even remember where I left off. But I did watch several episodes. But then once I
You
was
did.
feeling better, I was like, done.
Hmm.
But it did entertain me, because when I was sick, that I was watching Stranger Things again, which I've seen Stranger Things so many times already. But I was watching it over again, so it was good that you got me to do that. So I was like, okay, put something else on my list while I'm just like in bed.
Two things on that. When I was in Florida with the Omi homies and Magic and Tammy, they me and we didn't even try to do this, it just happened. Janie loves Gilmore Girls. So
Hmm.
we were just talking Gilmore
Oh, I
Girls
heard
like
about that.
the
Uh-huh.
whole week, and Magic was just like, oh, the Gilmore Girls, and it was just like, even on her birthday, me and Janie were going back and forth, and Magic's like, guys, it's my birthday. Can you talk about something else?
Can you just shut up?
I thinking about it now, it's like, so in when you're deployed, there's only two things on in like the day room, like
Mhm.
where everyone like congregates either at work or not at work, and it's always either college football or WWE. And my poor friend
Mhm.
Haley, just he doesn't like college football or WWE, and just the whole deployment was hell for him because that's all anyone would ever talk about. And I feel like that was like Magic's mini deployment in Florida, where
Uh-huh.
everyone's just talking about Gilmore Girls, and she wasn't there. Anyway, Stranger Things has 3 releases this year.
Yeah.
They have November 26th. That is part one of their fifth season, and then it is Christmas Day is their second
Wow.
disbursement, and then New Year's
Okay.
Eve. So that is
Oh,
the.
God.
I know.
Don't do that. All days that we're gonna be like. So what's the first one? November what?
Oh God, what's it? November. Yeah. Oh gosh, November 26th. That's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. What is their
I
problem?
don't know. They like want to make sure people are home. Like, what they're really going to do is have me tell my friends and loved ones, yeah, I can't
Like,
be
I
with you for
know
Thanksgiving. I'm going
exactly.
over here for Thanksgiving.
I
And I'm
can't
just
see you
sit in
for
my room and watch
Thanksgiving.
Stranger
I can't see you for Christmas. I can't see you for New Year's. Like, I'm gonna be closed
Things.
up.
Or so July 4th. I think this was 2020. I think Stranger Things season 3 was coming out, and me and my friends, like, we slept. Oops, we didn't sleep. We slept together. We slept. We had a sleepover on the night
Oh,
before it came out, and then we watched it as it came on. And I think, Pam, do you want to do that one? Do you want to have, like, for New Year's Eve party in Arizona, where we watch Stranger Things?
we'll see. I might have plans.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you might. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Well, all right, wait, okay.
We'll see.
It's coming out New Year's Eve at like 3 in the morning. So what we will do is we will watch it during the day, and then we can all have our normal New Year's Eve party, New Year's Eve kiss stuff
New Year's
at night.
Eve, it's on a Wednesday. Ugh, this year. I hate that. So it looks like New Year's Eve. Wednesday. So it looks like I'm gonna take off on that Friday too. Okay.
My man.
Yay.
All right, so that's what we're doing. Cool. We're gonna get that bread because I'm probably gonna be. Oh, okay. Let's talk off camera now as I go get some food. Is that cool with you?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let me. All right. Bye, everyone. Everyone say bye to Daddy.
Bye, everybody. It's great seeing you. Bye.
Feel like a misfit. Everything inside you is done.